Okay, everyone, it's Lee. It's October 29th of 2011, and I've not done a video about my family and what have yous in a while, so I decided that I would do that. Um, my family's not good. They are not. I knew when I began transitioning that it was not going to be something that was easily accepted. I maybe have one family member that is talking to me currently, and well, two. Um, my brother and his wife, and it just, yeah. My mother occasionally talks to me, and I think she talks to me more out of necessity rather than desire to talk to me, and it makes me it just frustrates me so much because when I was growing up, my mother was the parent who raised me because my father died, and she was very influential, ironically enough, in the way I think about things, such as that everybody deserves everybody deserves a chance and an opportunity, and how we're not all that different, and how you should be proud of who and what you are and stand up for it, and no matter what. Now, this is my mother, and these are the things that she taught me. But now, I said, hang on, let me back this gravy train up a second. So, my mother and my brother decided shortly after I told them I was getting a divorce and that I was moving in with my girlfriend, which was very sudden, very sudden. Um, they decided to come down and check up on me, I want to say. I honestly believe they were going to come and try and drag me away. I really did believe that. I cried. So, they come down and are asking me stuff that I have never. The only person who I ever told any of this stuff to, was my ex. So, who they said and have said forever that they didn't like. They didn't like him. Weren't gonna get along with him. Um, he wasn't good for me. Just all this stuff. But they decided to take his word anyway and came down and asked me about who I slept with in college, and my sexual activities, and just this, and whether and the topper of all, whether I was going to transition. I told them honestly at the time I didn't know. It was something I was thinking about, and I wasn't sure. It was sort of one of those things where I hadn't really had, I don't think, an opportunity for about 13 years to really open my mouth or to try things or to express things, because my ex was extremely jealous, wouldn't let me, wouldn't let me do things unless he approved of them, and so therefore what I could experience was really limited. So, and transitioning is just a huge step. It's a huge step. So I told them, I wasn't sure, but I was seriously thinking about it. So eventually I decided that I was going to, and I went up to Chicago. I drove 15 hours with my girlfriend to go up there out of respect for my mother and to tell her in person that this was something I was going to do. Um, and then I got horribly, horribly sick, and then my girlfriend drove me 15 hours home in the car, puking pretty much the entire way. So, and thank you so much for doing that if you're watching this, because I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. Hence the reason we took a car and not flown, because flown we would have probably been there a few more days. Anyway, so I went up and I told my mother this, and she had been dealing with it okay. I'm not sure if she noticed the voice change. I'm sure she did. But she didn't say anything about it. It was this wonderful denial thing my family has going. We can deny that anything ever happened or ever existed. We could probably deny the Holocaust if we wanted to. The concept of denial, I believe, is genetic in my family, and we are very good at it. But, so, and I got my name change done completely, and I didn't tell her, because I didn't think it was something that she was, we were not, and we really weren't at the time on speaking terms. So I decided, I'm not going to bring that up right now. There's enough tension just in general about, taking hormones. So I'm not even going to bring up the name change. However, somehow or another she found out. And, get down, please. please get down. Please get down. You're annoying. Sit. Okay. So somehow or another she found out and decided to text me early one Saturday morning. We knew it was going to be Saturday. It was a day off. Didn't get many. Knew it was going to be Saturday. So, decided to text me on a Saturday morning and say, is it true that you changed your name to Lee? And I said, yes, very simply. You know, I'm not going to deny it. So, okay. Then I didn't hear from her for 3 months. Then, I randomly text my mom, I love you, because I do. And I miss my mom. And it's worse now because there's stuff going on in my life that I would really like to share. I mean, really like to share. And I know it sounds stupid. Like, I had my first cigar. And I wanted to share that because it was something that was just very exciting to me. And it was kind of, well, that's good. You're giving yourself cancer. Thanks, Mom. I know she smoked at some point in time in her life. All my brothers smoked. Smoked. You know, so, and a cigar is not something you puff on every day. You know, it's a good occasion or a day you want to relax, something like that. But anyway, yeah, you're going to give yourself cancer. Thanks, Mom. Thank you for that. Awesome. Or when I told her, you know, I finished school, I graduated school. She sent me a very nice stethoscope, and I guess that was at least an acknowledgement that I graduated. But she didn't really say much about that. You know, I told her that I got my current job, which I love. And, you know, thinking again, you know, she's going to be sort of excited for this. You know, I'm kind of stepping up, and I got my own insurance, and things are moving along, and yay team. Yeah, you know, hope your job goes good. Hope you like your job. Nice. That was good too. Physical changes, you know, things that I want to do that are just happening to me physically, you know, that I want to share that I'm really excited about. I can't do that. The fact that I'm training, you know, for a 180-mile bike ride. She doesn't give a shit about that. The friends I'm making, doesn't give a shit about that. It's like nothing. You know, it's like my life doesn't matter anymore. It's like, really, I go against your grand scheme of whatever, you know, and you're suddenly going to do this. But anyway, so I randomly text my mom, you know, I love you, and I do. And no matter how big of a pain in the ass that she may be. And so I was out one night, and then I get the response back, because it takes her like 4 days, I guess, to build up the courage to text me back. Or, you know, something of that nature, or busy, or whatever. So she texts me back while I'm out and goes, you know, I love you too, my given name. My given name, not, obviously it wasn't written out, my given name, but it was, my given name was written out, and I'm like, okay, you know, thanks for that. You know, you kind of, it's kind of funny, because you kind of can't deny this, you know, you can't deny that this is happening. Part of me honestly wonders what she tells people about me. If she tells them anything about me, if I'm considered, you know, just the fucking weirdo who lives in Texas and is doing all this stuff to themselves, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what she tells people. She probably doesn't tell people anything. But, you know, and she was really upset when, we talked a lot while I was going through my divorce. And I think it was mostly because of the custody, and she was worried about custody. And I partly think now that it wasn't because she was so much worried about whether I would get custody or not, because she, you know, because of concerns that, you know, my ex wouldn't live up to expectations, such as getting my son's hearing checked, or, you know, getting him into speech therapy, which he, you know, which would be very beneficial to him right now. But I think she wanted me to make sure that I got custody, or to know what happened with that, because she was afraid of telling people that I didn't, and then explaining why I didn't. So, you know, I'm starting to realize just how, you know, it's almost in a way, and it's probably not true, but I very much feel like a pawn. And, you know, and I've realized this with my son, that in some way your validation as a parent and the amount of work that you put into a child, I mean, because it's work, I mean, I don't know if everybody watching this has kids or not, but, or knows somebody's, you know, I'm sure everybody knows somebody with kids, you know, their parents at least. But I mean, having kids is seriously, like they say, a life-changing event, and so much work goes into a child that, you know, if you don't think that, if you know, if the kids don't come out to your quote liking, um, then there is something that you feel like, you know, you didn't do correctly, or, you know, your ability to be validated as a good parent, you know, it doesn't come from within. It comes from your child and how your child is, you know, perceived, and, you know, how they do in life and everything like that, which I think is kind of stupid. Um, you know, because not everybody, not, you know, turns out to be like a Fortune 500 company owner or have $1 million or anything like that. At the time, when I was growing up, my mother told me, you know, as long as you grow up and be a good person, that is all that matters. Now, I am realizing that that where the confusion comes in is my idea of a good person and her idea of a good person may be very, very different. But anyway, so yeah, I don't, yeah, it's just a mess. It's a mess in general. But the funny thing is that I'm realizing more and more that if all I am is this pawn and this cog, you know, in the parental machine, and if I'm not going to get the respect, hi, yes I know, you came in at the most important part of this video. You know, that if that's all I am, you know, if that's all I'm being seen as and accepted as, and if that's where my importance in things lie, you know, and I've been trying to, shush, and if I've been trying to, come here, that, you know, if that's where my importance lies in things, and not, you know, just as a person living a life, trying to live a life of my choosing, you know, and if, then I'm not gonna, I'm thinking, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. I'm tired of trying to please people. I really am. I am sick of it. And I'm learning now that I will never be able to please some people. Never, ever, ever be able to please some people. And, actually, in a way, that is a very freeing thing that I'm realizing, because it unlimits me, I guess, in some ways. Because there isn't this expectation anymore. There isn't this expectation to be this certain type of person. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck the you know, just fuck the expectations. Just fuck it. You know, I mean, really, truly, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. Yes, I changed my name. Yes, I'm kinky as fuck. Safely. You know, I know limits. I understand boundaries. You know, I don't do anything that puts my life in jeopardy. But fuck it. I am kinky as hell. I changed my name. And fuck it, I'm gonna have top surgery. I am going to have my fatty pectorals, my tits, my boobs, my, you know, girls, my whatever. I'm going to have them surgically removed. And god damn it, there ain't a fucking thing that anybody can do about it, because you know what? It is my body, it is my choice, it is my life. And you know what? I am seriously reclaiming it right now. I am reclaiming my life from all those bullshit expectations that have ever been thrown out there for me and about me. And I am going to do what the fuck I want when I fucking want to do it. So, on that happy note, and empowering note, I'm gonna go take care of some shit, because it's Saturday and I have a lot to do, because I have company coming in about 2 hours or so. So, anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. I really do. My family's watching this. I love you guys. I really do. I'm just sick and tired of having expectations put on me. And I'm not going to do it anymore. Not going to deal with it. And to all the guys who are watching, I hope everything's going good with y'all. And I hope life's treating you well. I'll talk to y'all soon.